Hey guys, welcome to this week's art project. I am really excited because we're going to be working with clay projects this week. And I know it's a little different than being at school, but we're going to make the best of it. And I have several different thoughts of what you could use at home. So first of all, you might have some of this at home. This is Play-Doh, and if you don't play with it, maybe you have a younger sibling that might have some in the house. So if you have Play-Doh, you could use that for this project. If you have a modeling clay at home, so Model Magic or the modeling clay, like the bricks, that could be used for your project this week. The other thing that I'm going to do for you is at the bottom of your assignment page, I'm going to have directions for you to make your own Play-Doh. It's a salt dough. At home, it only takes 3 ingredients. So it's flour, salt, and water. And I will take you step by step of how to make your own dough if you would like to. I hope you are excited to find out what we're going to be making. And here we go with our directions. My friends, I hope you are excited about doing clay this week. I am excited to introduce your project to you. We are going to be doing a clay garden, and what we're going to be doing is using some different things to press into the clay to create a design of a garden. So think flowers, tall grasses, you could even create some bugs if you would like. So the first thing you need to have is your clay. So either the Play-Doh or the dough that you've made at home, and set that down. The other thing I would like you to get are you could use pasta. I have several different types of pasta here at my house that we have as noodles. We have macaroni noodles. We have some spiral ones. These I think are like the ziti noodles. They have a texture on it. You could use spaghetti noodles. All of this we're going to use to press into the clay. If you don't have pasta to use at home, like if you only have like macaroni noodles, go ahead and ask if you can use a couple of them. You don't need to use a bunch. You just need 1 or 2 to be able to press into the clay. You could also use silverware to create some design. You can either use a fork or a spoon, and pressing in will give some different designs as well. Our first step is going to be taking the clay and flattening it out. So I'm using my fingers to pinch the clay. You don't want it real thin because we won't be able to press into it our design, but you're going to flatten it out. If you want it more of an oval shape or a square, go ahead and get that type of shape first. Kind of happy with that, I think. And next, what I'm going to start with is I'm going to start with making maybe some tall grass that's going to be here at the bottom, and I'm going to use my spaghetti noodles for that. So I'm going to actually break one of these, make it a little shorter. And I'm going to take my noodle and I'm going to press in to the clay and then lift it out. And what's left is a very distinct line, a crisp line left from the noodles. And make a couple of those. I like the spiral for maybe some clouds up here. We can just press that in and it gives these little lines that are up in the sky. Maybe it looks like a little bit of wind blowing through. And then I'm going to start using the macaroni noodles for maybe some of my flowers. I'm going to just press one in. This is more like a tulip. Here's this. So hopefully you're starting to get some ideas. Maybe think about how could you add some leaves. Maybe that's the other edge of the pasta, or maybe that's taking your spoon and pressing in to give a look of a leaf. And you could always create more flowers that have several different moon shapes. So having petals around it. And if you wanted to make a bug, you can do that as well. Maybe this is going to be a ladybug down here. And I made the back of him. Here's the ground he's walking on. And I'm going to use the front of my noodle to make a little head for my bug. Okay, my friends, I hope you are getting some good ideas by what I've showed you so far. I want to see what you come up with for your garden, and I think that you will come up with lots of great ideas that I haven't even thought of. My friends, once you are done with your design, I want you to take a picture for me to send into Canvas. And then if you want to keep your project, if you're using the salt dough, if you leave it out flat, it will dry within 3 days and it will become hard by then. If you are wanting to keep what you made in Play-Doh, Play-Doh will dry out and become hard as well. So whichever one you're using, that would be great. If you're using modeling clay, most of the time the modeling clay stays moist, but if you're using Model Magic, that also will harden if you leave it out in the air. I hope that you are really excited about what we are making. I cannot wait to see your creations of your garden and have lots of fun working with your clay this week.